The Volta Region Office of the Electricity Company of Ghana says it has identified and started removing some illegal meters believed to have been acquired from Togo. The foreign electricity meters, according to the ECG, were installed in a number of communities with Ketu South municipality. These include Agbogbome, Kologa, Gakli, among others. The customers using the said Togo meters have since been disconnected. The clampdown is part of the Operation Zero exercise being embarked on by the ECG. But the question remains, how did such meters get into the system and for how long has the practice existed? Does disconnection bring the matter to a close? Benjamin Obing Entry is a Volta Regional PRO of ECG. He joins us shortly. So, Benjamin, how many of these meters have been seized so far?
Okay, I think a very good morning to your viewers as well our cherished customers. Since our Operation Zero exercise began on 11th of this month, this Monday, our team visited the Dino district. So since Monday to yesterday, we have been in the Dino district, and so far, over 200 of such customers have been identified, and as we've been disconnected, and we've given them 48 hours to report to our district office in Dino for their supply to be regularized as well.
So any idea of how long they have been using these meters and how they came by those meters?
Okay, thank you very much. When we identify these meters, we engage these customers, and most of them, what they were saying were they obtained the meters from our neighbors, Togo. You know, these communities are border towns, and moving in and out of Togo has become quite simple for them. So they said they obtained these meters from Togo. And then when we asked them, some of them 6 months, others 1 year. But somewhere last 2 years, we started an operation within the same enclave around Aflao, Bit9, Viapetoko, where these meters were rampant over there, together with the national security, the military, and then the police. We're able to retrieve over 1,000 of such meters and then surcharge the customers to pay. Somewhere last year as well, the national security, together with the border patrol team, intercepted about 192 of such meters heading towards Kumasi. So the
right. So you have
practice with the help of this in trying to solve the issue. So today, or should I say this week, as part of our Operation Zero exercise, because these customers are not in our system, we are unable to identify them. So they have been consuming their power illegally. So once we decided to do house-to-house sweeping, when we got to that community, as I think from Gakli, Kologa, Udroba, then we identified these meters. So some of them have been in existence for 6 months, others a year, others more than a year as we speak.
So what next for you after the disconnection?
Okay, so what next for us is that, you know, as part of the Operation Zero exercise, we are doing what we call regularization, such that when we chance upon these meters, we disconnect, we'll give you a 48-hour ultimatum to visit our ECG office. So customers who have visited our ECG office, what we have done is that we have regularized their supply. That's one. Two, we've taken consumption, we've taken note of the consumption of the meter, which we are going to bill them for them to pay the power. Then again, the meter is not going back into the system. So we are going to give them a bill to apply for a new service overall. Some of them need 1 pole, others need 2 poles. So they'll be paying for that service. Because the issue over there, if you look at the network very well, you could see that the poles over there are quite thin, very lean. These poles are more like a time bomb waiting to happen. Should there be any heavy rainfall in the area, the poles are likely to come down. And we experienced a similar issue, which led.
How long are they going to stay in the dark to get their problems fixed? And don't you think all of this is because the ECG delays so much when people apply for meters and some of these things?
Well, Aisha, these communities in question, somewhere last year, we completed a project worth 2 million Ghana cedis to send power supply to there with poles, transformer, and all that. So these communities are people that we've been taking care of. In our Dino district, when it comes to applying for meters, most customers who apply when they get their service connection on time. So the customers who have been disconnected now, most of them who visited the office, once we've taken their, because there are some customers that when you told them visit the office, they don't visit. But most customers who have visited the office, like I said, within a 48-hour ultimatum, we've taken down their details, taken down their location, their Ghana card details, and all that. Some of them are starting making payments. So we've even gone back to reconnect them. Others have been given the flat rate. So once we see that you are closer to the nearest, we will connect to you directly. We'll give you a flat rate to be paid. That one is much safer than these illegal meters that they are using. So with that community, if you look at the projects we've done for them, the number of meters we've sent, even last year, like I said, when we started clamping down on such meters within Aflao, Bitnai, Viepe, Togo, and all those areas, we even sent meters. So customers who came to apply for meters, that same day we were connecting them. So with these customers, they do not have that challenge of, let's say, they visit the ECG office and then they couldn't get meters or anything.
Benjamin, so are you able to actually put a cost to these illegal connections?
Well, if you look at someone consuming power for more than a year and not pay, it's quite huge, because if you take into consideration the recent tariff adjustments and all that within the last 2 quarters, all this is well. But even if you look at it in terms of the service connection that they are going to pay, others might even be paying 1 pole extension, another 2 poles. So like Riley said, it's a source of one of our losses. But like this exercise, that is why I've been embarking on this exercise, to clamp down on this exercise, because with Operation Zero, everybody consuming power, whether you are in our system or not, you are supposed to pay for electricity bill. So these people, some of the customers, I even forgot to add this, some of the customers that we visited over there, those who had their details, like Ghana card, that we regularized it instantly on the field. We gave them a bill and a notification was sent to their phone and they made payment instantly. That same day, a meter was sent to that place to regularize the supply for them. So not most of them are in the darkness. Like we said, within the 48 hours, once we visit our office, we're able to regularize the supply for you.
I'm grateful for your time. Benjamin Obing is the Public Relations Officer of the Volta Region ECG Office.